When I received my diagnosis of heart failure in January 2010, it was a shock, massive shock. If you saw me at my most vulnerable, I was tearful, and I was not banging my head against a brick wall, but I was saying, why me? Reading things on the internet didn't really give me any hope that I was probably going to live past 12 months, or 5 years at the best. I am a statistic. So that was the light bulb moment, the apple on the head, the time that I realised that we need to change how we help people live with heart failure. When you diagnose somebody with heart failure, it is the audition to what's going to happen going on in the future. So it's important, dialing in that support, dialing in the way you deliver it is really, really important. And you need to tell people that it is treatable, it's a contract. They need to help themselves by self-managing. But actually, if you give people hope, and hope is a mental steroid, it helps people, and sometimes that's the only thing that people can understand and grasp at that point in time. And if you give them hope and you give them a way forward, but say you've got to be part of that way forward, it's not just you taking a ride on the bus, you've got to be the driver, then we can help you, and it can be managed better, and you can, in many cases, live better with heart failure by just following some simple guidelines. So the Pumping Marvellous Foundation its strength is it's a peer-to-peer led organisation. It's the largest, most organised, most influential patient organisation in heart failure globally by a long way. We are a technology-based sort of charity, and it's the easiest way to bring our messaging to the fore. We are completely driven by our patients. And what I mean by that is that the patients and the community help us with deciding on our activities. What we do is we're sort of Uberizers. We are disruptors, but in the right way. We are solution people, but about getting solutions and working with people and adding the value of the insight of knowing what the patient needs. So being an Uberizer is about fragmenting a jigsaw piece, the picture that is now, and saying we need to change that, and then building it back up to be more sparkly and better. And that's what we do. If you can help people live better, maybe that has a prognostic effect on them, because they're more energized to do the things that actually make a difference. The amount of people who come on our group and say, wow, I've been on this, we had one last night, I've been on this group for a week, sorry I haven't said anything, but wow, I've learnt loads and I feel as though I'm in the right place to be able to have these conversations. That's what it's about. The beneficiaries and the people involved in that movement have a voice. And it's important that that voice is heard. In 2018, we got just under 100,000 pieces of patient information that we shipped out to nursing teams and heart failure teams across the UK. And it hasn't just stopped there, it's spread into Europe. So people very much value the Pumping Marvellous Foundation, especially for the insights of the patients. Patients can give you ideas that you don't think of. But people living with the condition can give you nuggets of information, golden nuggets of information that you hadn't thought of before. And if we can make that resonate and get people to understand that and put it into context, that's very powerful.